Hey guys, and welcome to the video. Thank you for tuning in again, and if you are brand new, thank you for subscribing to the channel. So today is going to be a little bit of a different day, and it's all going to be about self-care and self-image. As a lot of you know who've been following me for a while, I am really big on mental health, mental clarity, and being one with yourself and enjoying the skin that you live in. So today is going to be a little bit of a rest day for me. I'm going to take you through what I'm actually going to do. And the first point of call, as you can see, my hair is an absolute disgrace and all over the place, and is in desperate need of a trim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the mastermind who does my hair for me every single time. She does all of my shows, she does all of my colours, she does everything to make me feel absolutely amazing. So I'm going to take you with me, and you're going to see what she does, and you can see an epic transformation and how I managed to deal with my self-image and my body on a day-to-day basis. So I am very lucky in the fact that my hairdresser actually works out of my gym. So it's only a short drive down to the hairdressers as well, which is just epic. Looking forward to getting it done now. I'm really excited actually because she's got some good ideas. So here she is, here's Emma. Like I said, she is a genius. She does my hair all the time, and I walked in, she was like, oh my god, Vic, what the hell have you let your hair do this for such a long time? So, and there's Tony in the back. Hi Tony! If you want an amazing hairdresser, then come to these guys. They are based in areas if you want in crew, and I cannot shout their praises enough. So I'm excited about some new hair. So look at how amazing that looks now. I absolutely love the curly bits. You feel so much more amazing once you've got a nicely shaven head, baby. So there you go, back home. You can see it's so much nicer now. I do love it. It makes me feel so much better in myself when I have a good haircut, and this is exactly what I want to talk to you about in terms of body image, and whether you're having a bad day in terms of body image and the way that you look at yourself and the way that you feel about yourself, because it's a really important message that I want to bring across. So I guess the best place to start on body image and learning about how to be comfortable in the skin that you're in is talking about the hippie woo-woo shit that all of you guys know that I really love talking about the hippie woo-woo shit. I believe that a lot of it does work, but in certain ways and for certain people, and not the same hippie woo-woo shit works for one person as it will do for another. So there's different takes on things, but how many of you have heard on social media, learn to love yourself? Yeah, so wake up in the morning, go and look in the mirror and say, do you know what, self? I love you. Biggest crock of bullshit for me I have ever heard of. And if I just stood there in a mirror saying, do you know what, self? I love you, I love me, I would just basically break down in laughter and just kind of go, do you know what, you're talking about bullshit, Vic. And that is exactly what I do. And that for me does not help. But I suppose if you have a look on social media, you will find all of these pictures of amazing looking women, amazing looking men on Instagram, on Facebook, and they've got filtered photos, and even people who don't have filtered photos, they look fantastic. But every single one of those people that you are looking at have all had body image issues in the past, now, they will have going in the future, because as human beings, we are never, ever 100% happy with the way that we are looking. We just won't. We won't be, unless we are considerably conceited. And one of these amazing, you know, very comfortable with ourselves people. And if you are one of those people, absolutely epic. You know, I am really happy for you, the fact that you can be completely 100% comfortable with the way that you look. But in the grand scheme of things, how many of us stand there and like pick fault with things? How many of us, you know, pinch the cellulite on the backs of our legs and grab hold of the little bits of skin that are on our abs, and just kind of say, oh, I wish I had more visible abs, or I wish I didn't have this cellulite, or I wish I had bigger quads, or I wish I could, even if taking it away from aesthetics point of view and having a look at your performance, I wish that I could squat double my body weight for 7 reps, or I wish that I could deadlift 210 instead of 200. If you think about these things in the grand scheme of things, if you want to do something that makes yourself feel better, like for example for myself, I had nothing to do with my body image today, but it was just actually making me feel better having my head up, yeah? Taking a little bit of fuzz off the side of my head. It always makes me feel better. But that is about self-love for me. I want to take care of myself to make me feel better. And it makes me feel better when I have a nice haircut. Yeah, and when I do that, but it's nothing to do with the body image. I have major hang-ups with my body image, and it goes back to obviously my anorexia days where I was completely hung up with how I looked. And it was at that point very recently that I decided that aesthetics was not high on my priority, however health and performance was. And that's the reason why I really needed to get my mindset in a different place. However, what I came to thinking was, on my deathbed, when I'm sat there with all of my loved ones around me, hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to be there, am I actually going to be thinking, do you know what, I wish I had squatted 200 kilos, or I wish my quads were bigger, or I wish I would have pulled a bigger deadlift? No, I don't think I will. I think what I would be thinking about is, I'm so grateful that I had the time on this earth that I did to watch my children grow up. I am grateful for marrying the man of my dreams and staying with him for life. I am grateful to be happy and healthy every single day that I was alive on this earth. And realistically, in the grand scheme of things, if I did all of those things with a bit of cellulite on the back of my legs, I'm not really going to care. So I think just putting it into perspective and rounding up this video is that you can emulate to look like anybody that you want to on this planet. And you really can. But those people will have the same hang-ups and the same body issues that you have now. Because it does come down to mentality. You will see people who get on bodybuilding stages absolutely shredded to the bone. And I tell you one thing, because I've done it myself, I've been inside out shredded in an athletic category. And going through all of that hasn't actually changed my body image at all. I still see myself as imperfect. And no matter how many striated shoulders and how many times my quads got split in them, and how many times my abs and obliques were completely visible, it hasn't actually changed anything. Even going on to those stages 2 weeks out, or even the week out where I had lines everywhere, and my condition was, you know, to what the judges wanted, and better than anybody else's, I still said, I'm not good enough. Because it doesn't change the way that you look. It's about perspective and putting things into perspective. So the next time you feel like you're having a bit of a down day in terms of your body self-image, you can either use the hippie woo-woo stuff, which is, you know, self-love and saying I love me in the mirror, and if that works for you, great. I'm really happy that it works for you. But if not, just put things into perspective a little bit more. Be grateful for what you have got around you. Be grateful for what you have achieved. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for the fact that you can walk on 2 legs and get, you know, 10, 12, 15,000 steps in a day without losing breath. Be grateful for the loved ones that you have around you, and create the memories that you would somewhat miss out on if all you were doing were being hung up on your body and the way your body looks. Because there are going to be times that you want to have an anniversary meal with your husband or your wife, Or there are going to be times where you want to sit down in a park and have ice cream with your kids. And if you are too hung up on the cellulite on the back of your legs or wanting abs year round, you are going to miss out on creating those memories. So that's it from me on this video. This is all about self-love. And I hope you find a period in your life where you are completely in love with yourself.